Six players, four coaches charged in Pennsylvania high school football hazing incident of a 15-year-old boy. Hello, world and universe. Welcome to the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth. And if you're new to the channel, please hit that like and subscribe button for Facebook, YouTube, and Substack. Well, I did a previous story a few days ago about a Secret Service agent who got arrested and was involved in an alleged hazing incident at the University of Miami with Kappa Alpha Psi. And now I have a hazing story for you that's all about high school football players and their coaches. So what happened at Cheltenham High School with this football hazing incident? Who's charged? A Montgomery County grand jury, now listen to this story, indicted 10 people, and there's six players and four coaches connected to Cheltenham High School. That's in Wyncote, Pennsylvania. 4 coaches and 6 players. The coaches are former head coach Terrence Tolbert, 55, associate head coach Darian DJ McFadden, 42, assistant coach Benjamin Johnson III, 45, and volunteer coach Ralph Burnley, 60. Now, all of these people are in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, these coaches, and they're involved in an alleged hazing incident of a 15-year-old football kid. These parents, these coaches, some of these teachers, some of the people that are supposed to be mentors are just as young and juvenile as these teenage kids that they're supposed to be administrating and coaching. Just because your chronological age says 50 does not mean your mentality or your level of intelligence is at 50. It might be at 15. And that's what it sounds like with these folks. Among the players, 2 were charged as adults, 18-year-old Isaiah Simpson and Josiah Peeler, while 4 others are being prosecuted as juveniles. So let's get right into the story. You're not going to believe this. And just think about it if this was your child and this is what's happening at school. It's supposed to be in high school to be developing your intellectual, your physical, your mental, your level of maturity development in high school. Those are supposed to be some of your finer points. And you got this craziness going on. And just think if this was your son or daughter, how would you feel? The lawsuits are coming for this school district with this kid's family. So what happened? The victim, a 15-year-old sophomore, was allegedly assaulted twice in the locker room during the 2025 preseason. Once on August the 15th, 2025, and again September 3rd, 2025. In the first incident, teammates restrained him while another player poked him in the buttocks with a broomstick. Never penetrated him, but poked him with it outside of his underwear. So I meant to tell you that some of this would be a little bit graphic in nature. So that's what they did to him the first time. And of course, they also kicked him. They had their cleats on. A guy kicked him in the head and kicked him in the groin. The victim said that when he was being poked with the broomstick, that it made contact over his shorts, but did not penetrate him. In the second, witnesses said Simpson kicked and stumped the victim, who curled up in his gear to protect his head and groin. About 19 other students witnessed the assault and made no attempt to stop it. And at least one person can be heard chanting, "Broomstick him." So think about how we have failed our kids. 19 people are witnessing this attack. They're pulling out their cell phones. Our young kids have been programmed. We got too many single parent homes. Even the parents or whoever, the adults that are there are not disciplining. The most powerful word is no in the vocabulary, not always yes. And for these kids to have the mentality to watch an assault take place and to film it and then circulate it around the school and in the community, something is not only wrong with the perpetrators that assaulted this kid, something is wrong with the people that are witnessing an assault. They're just as guilty. And all of their parents need to be locked up for a short period of time. So here's the cover-up. No coaches were in the locker room at the time, but after the victim reported it to Burnley, McFadden, and Tolbert, Allegedly, they told him not to tell his mother because they would handle it, and didn't notify, and the coaches did not notify school administrators. His mother found out 4 days later from a friend, and it sounds like in his story, we're talking about mother, another fatherless home, and took him to a clinic to check him for genital injuries. The school itself did not learn of the attack until 15 days after it happened via an anonymous safe to say tip. So the first assault was filmed by two juvenile players and circulated among the students for months before deleting it. DA Kevin Steele said the probe was stymied by reluctance from adults and juveniles to talk, which is why it was pushed to a grand jury to compel testimony from more than 25 witnesses. The grand jury also called the school district's own internal investigation deeply flawed. So this kid got assaulted twice. And so what are the charges in the fallout? 4 coaches each face endangering the welfare of a child and conspiracy charges. Peeler was additionally charged with false swearing for allegedly lying to investigators. Peeler is one of the adult coaches. The scandal led to the cancellation of both the 2025 and 2026 football seasons, and the grand jury recommended recommended changes to the state law on child hazing. DA Kevin Steele pushed back on coaches, framing the incident, saying the assault on this victim was not a typical goofing around by teammates or horseplay. Attorney Steele said their behavior crossed the line to potential assault, which is a felony charge in Pennsylvania. Tell me what you think of this crazy story and what is going on with our kids today, not being mentored correctly, being told yes all the time, and just total chaos and disruption is going on. This is crazy. Tell me what you think. This has been the Trevor Donald Experience. Manifest your truth in a positive, righteous, and God-conscious way.